Hello, and welcome back to the channel and the shed, I should say. Yeah, it's Saturday, so I'm going to be doing some stuff, mainly fixing the MN82. Sorry, I've just sneezed. My eyes are really red. I say fix. I'm still waiting on the gearbox from AliExpress, but in the meantime, something else has turned up. It's a. I'll show you. So, it's a servo arm set and front. I forgot what they're called now. Them things. They make the wheels turn, or left and right even. So yeah, it's just to basically replace the servo arm here, that one there, with the metal one, and then steering rods and whatever that bit is, I can't remember. So yeah, I'm also going to replace. You know what? I've really forgotten what they're called now. I can't remember, carriers or whatever. The hubs. That's it. There we go. I'm going to replace those as well, just because I can. And also it gives it a bit more weight up front, so when it's sort of going up the rocks or whatever, it can sort of grab a little bit extra, which would be quite cool. Right, so judging from what I've seen, and you can probably hear my fan up there in the background going off, which is really quite annoying, and my squeaky chair, which I really need to sort out. I've just had a quick look. I don't think I can take the carriers off without replacing the actual whole axle, which is a bit of a pain. I can't see these screws in there, so all I'm going to be doing today is literally changing this bar over and the servo arm and this arm here. Get my trusty tools out. Boy. Yeah. Small Phillips flathead, if that ever focuses in. Hang on. Hello? No? Are you going to do it or not? Anyway, it's a flathead. Flathead. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. Still haven't got an RC car stand yet, so this empty coffee jar will have to do. So what I'm going to do is undo that. Oh no, that screw there. That screw there. That screw on there. And then there's one just there as well. And all that's going to do is that's going to pop the servo arm off. I must keep that screw as well, just in case, because the one that comes with that packet over there, I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough or big enough, so I need to just double check. So yeah, I'm going to pop that off. Servo arm will get replaced with the metal servo arm, which is just there. This little steering rod jobby will get replaced with that one there, which looks like I can actually make it longer, which is cool. And then this again, kind of sway bar, I'm assuming, will get replaced with the metal one there. So yeah, let's crack on and find out if I can do it right. So there we go. I've just taken the screw out of there. That should technically now just pop off of there, but I might have to fight it, which is going to be annoying. But also I should really remove that first, because that's kind of in the way. Okay, so that servo arm jobby was off. I've just undone the screw on that one and this one, and now this should just pull out. Yeah. And obviously there's the steering arm or whatever. Don't be afraid, because on the right hand side of this one there's a very long screw. Just keep on screwing it until it comes out. And obviously it's plastic, so don't be afraid to, if you need to put a bit of force, a little bit of force on it even, because plastic bends. It didn't put much of a fight. It just popped off, which is quite handy. I just couldn't get the right angle. So just for, I've got a stop stand, so for reference, there's all the sizes. I haven't actually adjusted these two yet. They've just come straight out of the packet, so but as they are, they look pretty good to me. Right, I'm going to get the metal servo arm out of the packet. It came with these two screws. I know that the servo was basically in the centre when I popped off the other servo arm, so I'm just going to slap this bad boy back on, slap bang in the centre. Okay, so that's the servo arm back on. A little bit of an issue. The metal one is slightly smaller than the original plastic one, so you have to just kind of put it on there. I mean, it's on and screwed in. So yeah, I just have to keep an eye on that to make sure it doesn't doesn't fall out or becomes too loose or pushes anything too far forward, because now I've got to fit the rest of it. It might have to go back a couple of mil, but we'll find out. I was right, there's a problem. Because it hasn't gone back far enough on there, it's hitting on this bar here. which is quite annoying because it's quite a way out. So I'm going to have to go and resort to plan B, which I do believe is put that bad boy back on there and only have a plastic servo on. Okay, so plan B it was. I had to go back to using that, but as you can see now, there is it's not a rub on there totally, but I've got to move that back a smidge. Yeah, to go in there. There's a little bit of clearance, which is good, so it won't rub. Yeah, it looks like if you're going to get all metal upgrades, you're going to have to, well, just not skimp out and go, you know, buy piece by piece, buy the whole lot. I think it'll be probably easier. But then you're going to be spending like £100+ on a crawler that's only, or trail truck, sorry, that's only worth £40–50. So it might be worth sort of getting a slightly better one with, you know, better components and stuff. But, you know, hey ho, it's part of the fun of the hobby. Okay, so it's almost on. It's got to tighten up that screw, which I've completely forgotten to do, and put one in there. I'm just going to now stick a battery on, which I've just put on down here. And I'm going to make sure the servo is centered, because obviously you don't want, you know, something that's going to be like that and then all of a sudden goes whoop, and goes all the way over to the right. You don't need that. And I'm not at a stage where I can, you know, it won't take 2 seconds just to take out that screw and then recenter it properly. So good advice there, which is unusual. Brilliant stuff. So I just turned on the controller and that for the battery. It was literally a hair out, so I cheated. I adjusted the steering trim slightly. But, you know, it wasn't worth taking it all off and then putting it back on again. So, yeah, just adjust it a little bit and away you go. Right, so, there it is. So, again, brilliant. I've now just put everything back on. There's the controller, it's on. And I'm just going to make sure everything works. And it does. Woohoo! I would call that a great success. So, yeah, I mean, it's all right. Looks like tyres don't rub on the suspension, which is good. Cool beans, I'm happy with that. Just got to wait for the rest of it to turn up now. Because there's the old gearbox. The motor's coming back in. But yeah, it looks a bit of a sorry state. But hey ho, it is what it is. And that's the front steering arms replacement on a MN82 from AliExpress. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Like, subscribe and share, please, because we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Bye for now.